Why were there so many Ken's at Zorba's last night?
Somebody booked me a Delta One flight next summer to South Africa.
Ryan thought he was a mechanic. He told Big Wrench and Gavin that they could take the rest of the day off.
This might be your worst Halloween costume.
Oh,
I don't think this was even Halloween.
Oh my god.
It can't get better. And
It wasn't even Halloween.
What is that boy doing with the fucking hammer?
Work, Evan.
He does.
He's pretending to be a construction
That's
worker.
my-
now.
No. Don't do that.
Halloween
to him.
is over.
He was going to hang some new signage.
Halloween is over, Ev, but you're still wearing those shoes.
Yeah, put them up on the table. What are you going hunting?
Yeah, they're a little loud, but are they not super sick?
Bro, I
Like,
think
these are
Evan,
dope.
besides for one pair of shoes, in the last 5 years, he only wears purple, red, orange, bright colored shoes.
But yet, when I wear my white Huck boots, he calls those Cheeto.
They're
white.
super cheetah, little ankle rubber boots. They're like terrible.
What's not Cheeto about neon orange DCs?
Oh, these are built for performance.
Yeah, what are you doing
Looks
though?
like it.
You not kick
What do
flips.
I do? Literally anything that I want.
You
bro.
can't skate in them though.
No, I definitely could skate in these.
But you wouldn't want to scuff them.
It's made specially for kickflips.
Yeah.
This
Oh,
part.
you
That
had,
is
to,
true.
you had to buy the specific shoes for the kickflips.
Ben, you trying to challenge Evan to a game of skate?
It'd be pretty even. Evan's been skateboarding for the last 18 years of his life.
Dude, we did have a heater match of Scoot the other day. Me, Mike,
Yeah, that
and
was
Nick.
pretty fun.
Oh yeah,
And guess who won?
Mike.
Fuck no, he
No,
can't
I
scooter.
lied.
Are you kidding me?
But that's not true. Because remember when you guys were trying to do the 360 to the tail whip to the bar spin? I was the only one that could do it. So I can scooter. But anyway, I did lose.
Yeah, so we built a skate park in Ken's new merch bay. You guys will be seeing it in one of the upcoming videos.
2 weeks from now.
But it's basically like the best thing ever, and everyone absolutely loves it.
Ken,
Everyone.
you love it too.
No.
You didn't buy a pair of
It's kind of
rollerblades?
just like in the way.
Dude, it like isn't though. We really looked at it when we were talking with Nick. You can literally fully function, short of like getting the pallet jack into like 2 shelves. Like you could run the entire merch operation as is.
You are wildly delusional if you think that.
Bro, everything is still in there.
Ken,
It's
I
still
think
in
you're
there, but it's
wildly
not
delusional.
accessible.
I think Ken's wildly delusional. Saying it.
The only thing the ramps are in front of is overflow extra stuff.
And all my sweatshirts, because
All your sweatshirts? Lies.
We have more sweatshirts coming in. And
There's
there's
2
no
boxes
space
that
for
aren't
them
covered
without
up, Ken.
moving the ramps.
I just think it's probably only fair after like how much extra room you took up in here. We get to use some of your merch bay. Like we built this giant warehouse and like you're the only one who gets to be in it.
Yeah, seems selfish.
Valid.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm trying to improve efficiency in operation.
Well, you need to just start skating.
Yeah. Think how much more efficient you could be if you had little wheels
You
running
could
around.
drop in, be picking shirts, picking sweatshirts, hats. You'd be moving much faster than walking or running. I don't know if you're really a runner. Skating, you're basically just standing on the board.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, okay, so I saw this Instagram reel. These guys have like it's kind of like a overlander workshop. They build Tacomas and stuff. But anyway, they made this joke video of all of their workers wearing Heelys, and they're like, the efficiency's off the charts. They're like, it looked like a legitimate Heelys ad. And then they sold and had so many requests for Heelys that they called Heelys, and they're like, yo, we just sold like 1,000 pairs of your shoes. We're going to need a brand deal right now. Like they just made it as a joke, but everyone like actually was working very efficiently because they're just cruising around the shop.
I started getting those like Healy, or I saw it
Yeah.
on Instagram.
It's funny.
I was like, damn it, now I'm getting served Healy ads.
But it wasn't even. It was
No,
just-
I know.
yeah.
I know.
I just thought that was funny. Like
They-
you really could work really efficiently in the merch bay with Heelys on.
You got to wonder how successful Heelys is in today's age. 2024.
Like
Obviously,
they go up and down.
the big boom had to been 2003.
Yeah.
2003. Is that when they came out?
It might
when
even
did
have been later
Heelys
than
come
that.
out? Can we find that out? Like, how long have they been in business? Because honestly, they've kind of stood the test of time for what they are.
I want to say I got a pair of Heelys in 2005.
Man,
2006.
Ken, I would have loved to see you healing.
I don't think they were
They-
ever overly popular. They've always just
But they have
stayed relevant.
Yeah.
They were always such a hassle to wear because they were so heavy and clunky. And generally, like for me, I'd only get 1 pair of shoes. So I was like, You want Heelys? Well, what are you going to wear at gym? Oh, I can wear them. They're just fine, but they're heavier and shit. You're
Yeah.
just
Plastic bottoms.
You got to keep the wheels in your pocket.
I remember
Yeah.
like when I got Heelys, they made me take the wheels out at school. 'Cause they're
Yeah.
like, this
Oh,
is too dangerous.
We can't have this
Then
giant
you just-
teenager.
Dude, it
They
was
were actually
wheeling around.
protecting. They were protecting you.
Well, you just walk out the
2000.
front door, pop the wheels back in, and you're good to go.
How do I get
the
up on
first
this thing?
Heelys were
Airplane.
released in 2000.
okay. Dude, it was kind of like
soaps. See when soaps came out. Which
was
one was
ca-
first?
Their popularity declined after 2009.
Soaps were in the
Yeah,
90s,
sounds
I
about right.
remember.
Heelys were kind of like e-bikes now. You know how like e-bikes are taking a hit because kids are like riding them around. They're like doing wheelies. I remember even in the mall, if you wore Heelys, they'd be like, "Yeah, don't do that, man." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "What?"
This probably comes as a surprise to nobody, but my mom wouldn't let me have Heelys. She knew I wasn't
Same.
coordinated enough for them.
Really?
I have a video to show you guys of the last time I Heeled.
Oh my gosh, this
You're
was
right.
so
Is this the,
funny.
airport one?
Who took this, me or Ken?
How do I get on there?
You got to go to Samsung
Samsung
55-inch Crystal UHD TV.
All right. Well, I'm about to surf this TV if you don't get it figured out.
That old bit never made it. Dude.
All right.
Yeah, that was just stupid.
You're a stupid bit.
You dumb bit.
You dumb
right.
bit.
Oh my gosh. He's healing.
Nice mask.
Oh,
Wipes
whoa!
out into the freaking wall. This was in 2020, hence the masks. It was when we were flying to pick up our very first fake Lamborghini.
Yeah, so I had this great idea that I should just bring Heelys to the airport, right? Or wear,
Pretty good idea.
wear Heelys
Pretty
through
good
the
idea.
airport. Honestly, I was just like cooking and I was focusing on the video and the classic Heelys. My wheels got stuck right at the bottom. You can see like the little metal grate there. And I just face planted. Nothing in like the bridge is like very structurally sound. So like when I hit the wall, the whole thing
It was like made
started
to flex.
shaking.
Yeah, it was
and
like
it, like you can't imagine how loud it was, and it was like backed up traffic in there. Everyone turned around and looked at me as I'm on the ground, and my wheels are like still probably turning.
Your little heels.
yeah, it was pretty
Yeah,
funny.
so that was the last time I wore Heelys. Oh no, I wore them on the when we had the treadmill. Remember that?
Oh, yep.
That was fun.
Sounds like you fell then, too.
Silly.
I think I did.
Well, enough about Heelys. You guys tell me, why were there so many Ken Zed Zorbas last night?
Mike, you
So-
missed,
Yeah,
you missed
dude,
out
you
on
missed
actually
out.
a
Where were
great
you?
it
time.
was Halloween, dude.
I promised Sydney that I'd come into town because like our street's a big trick or treating street. Guess how many trick or treaters we had?
300.
No, but 175.
Whoa, I was going to guess like 42.
Yeah,
I'm surprised you counted.
It was a lot of kids, dude. It was just like one after another. I'm glad I bought I money mic'd the candy. I bought a
did?
lot of candy.
Full size.
Big ones.
No, I should have done that, but I was just like dumping.
Oh,
just-
really?
Yeah, like take it all.
Oh,
Take
where
it
you
all.
You know, they're
We're
going to
probably
be back
spread.
next year.
Yeah, so I
Like,
did,
kids
but I
remember that.
But by the time that you guys surprised Ken with the Kens, I was like, oh dang, like I would have missed it.
Yeah.
Well,
But
here's the
anyway.
deal. I mean, we
time.
all thought about what we wanted to be for Halloween. Wanted to dress up as our favorite YouTuber. Turns out the whole town did too.
It was very weird walking in,
Yeah,
walking into the local restaurant and seeing just everyone is wearing the exact same thing.
Looking right at you.
So we got custom cowboy hat, no can do shirts. We got fake beards. We got black cowboy hats, black jeans, cowboy boots if you have them.
Yeah, it was a full Ken fit.
Everyone.
Dude, it was so funny.
The only thing Ken has said is it was very weird.
It was.
That's the only thing he said about it the entire time.
But it was funny, right?
What do you mean
Kind
weird?
of funny, but
Once he got liquored up, though, he bought the whole bar a drink. He
That's-
bought everyone a shot, a Yeg shot with Red Bull in it. So that's pretty good. Like those are expensive. How much was the bill?
just guess how much the bar tab was.
2,000.
Not even close.
Yeah, I was like, what?
1,000?
700.
It was like 260.
What? Oh,
or
that's
something.
nothing.
Well, it was just
What?
one
You must have
round.
your
Yeah,
Ken
just
points.
shots.
It was like 30 shots.
If
They're
you
like
buy 5
210.
shots, half the time it's $100.
Yeah. You must have gotten a bulk discount.
20
like
bucks a
100.
shot. I mean, if you're top shelf, homie, I love it. But I mean, I'm gonna hang out with this guy.
I don't know.
Dude,
like,
yeah,
I for
it's-
sure bought
They were shutting up
5
shop
shots
for you. They
there
wanted to get
for.
rid of the liquor.
What the hell is wrong
He
with
was
you
giving a
ordering
deal
Yeg
probably
Ken?
to you. That's what happened. Is you got a deal. But that's pretty awesome. $200. Everyone got a shot. So
Maybe
Ken
it
was
went on
reciprocating.
the other Ken's tab.
They mistook
Oh,
Ken
true.
for another Ken. Some other guy's like $2,000. What? They're like, yeah, you're Ken Matthews, right? No, I dressed up as him. Takes the beard. Oh shit, we have a problem.
He already left.
I myself was also dressed up as Ken as the rest of the guys
Oh,
here.
nice.
Did you guys have any moms just like clinging
Yes.
to you?
A lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a mom came up to me and was like talking to me like she knew me. And I was like, do I know you? And she's like, yeah, remember we met this summer over around the corner there? And I was like, you got the wrong guy. She's like, you don't remember me? And I was like, no, I don't. And I was like, I'm not Ken.
I kind of
She's
the
like,
same
"Oh."
thing. Like, yeah, this girl walked home and was like, oh, it's so good to see you. Like, I miss you. You should call me.
Yeah.
She was like, we haven't talked in so long. And then I was like, do I play it off as Ken and go, oh, I'm sorry. I just get so many prank phone calls. I never answer them. And I just had to come clean. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm not him.
I just love when you guys would point at someone else who wasn't Ken but looked like Ken, and then said, "That's the Ken you're looking for."
Sure.
Yeah. So
who is this
So
lady,
this
Ken?
mom was real confused.
She obviously has a past with you.
She's trying to figure out which Ken
goes,
is Ken.
"This-
She goes,
this
that's
Ken?"
Ken?
And then she starts talking to me as if I'm Ken. She goes, "Hey, you remember Dylan from this summer? That's my son or our son." Did
that's
she say
Our son? This is little Dylan.
Yeah, he's already got a beard.
Ken's like, that's not my kid.
You guys aren't lake people, so you wouldn't know her, but she's on the lake.
Okay, and then our buddy Gavin was at the bar, and there was this other in Colorado.
This guy looks so much like Ken, dude.
This other guy dressed up as Ken.
Look at his smile. When he gets this smile right here. That's the most Ken face I've ever, like, I'm tripping out, dude, just looking at you.
The
Bro,
only
that's
thing
insane.
not Ken about him was when Gavin goes, "Say hi, I'm Ken." He goes, "Hey, I'm Ken," like super southern, and we're like, "Whoa."
It's something about the way Ken looks, but he's got more doppelgangers out there than anyone else. And I'll get tagged in at least one Ken lookalike a week on Instagram, or just sent it like over text and like, "Hey, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like Ken?" I'm just like, man, there's a lot of Kens out there. Yeah, but anyway, so back to what really matters.
Oh, no.
Ryan.
Dude, I hate myself. I thought I was so cool. I was a sophomore in college, you know? You think you're cool back then. Turns out you look.
There's no fucking way you thought you were cool when you looked in the mirror.
Yep, I look like a really. The fact that I'm leaning on Justin makes us look like gay strippers.
Bro, there's another
I
one,
do
though,
wanna
of you
say
and
it.
Mike.
Yeah, hey, pop up the one of you and Mike.
I don't know if I want to. I think it's just gonna say 404 file not found, my dude.
You got it. There it is.
This is why I delete all the pictures of me. Yep, there it is. That's when I thought I looked cool.
I'm confused. So,
Ryan.
were you guys like, what is going on there, bro? Zoom in on that.
No, I don't know if we can.
Dude, Ryan, the crazy part is we were friends with you, and we didn't stop you from going out in public like this.
Yeah, this
don't
is
think
when
we
I
were
was
with
left
them.
unsupervised at
Yeah.
college.
Yeah.
It's so bad. This is like, see
You
why
guys
I'm
look like you're a
glad.
couple there.
Yeah, it's bad. This is why I'm glad that you guys made fun of me, so I
I
don't do
have-
things like this anymore.
That's super.
Like-
yeah.
Find
Evan.
some good friends that will make fun of you, so you don't look like an idiot continuously.
Why'd you wear glasses to a Halloween party?
I did. My probably didn't have contacts.
No.
Maybe
You
he
can-
wanted to see.
You can see.
Contacts.
Well, this is why Ryan's journey has been amazing, because you're an advocate for LASIK, because you got LASIK. But anyway, Ryan would wear he would wear his contacts
You're
at
right.
night. And hey, I sleep in my contacts sometimes. It's not good for you, but if you do it day in and day out, like Ryan did, you had your just a nasty whatever.
Yeah, you get, like, an
Wasn't-
infection in your
obviously
eye.
it's not pink eye, but like your eye was just F, so you had to wear glasses and you were bummed. You're like, dude.
And then you would wear glasses for 2 weeks,
Yep.
and then you would just start
Go-
the cycle
yeah,
over
yeah.
again.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
Yeah,
take my
Ryan.
contacts out for, like, they were monthly contacts, and I would take them out when I put new contacts in a month later.
Dude, that is so bad for your eyes.
Probably. But they never hurt
you're
until
good.
I got, like, the infection thing, which always happened when I started taking them out. Like, when I started
Literally
messing with
fine.
them.
It
But
doesn't
then-
hurt or anything
I
until
remember-
your eye gets rotten.
I remember reading about that. It like shields you from whatever's going on in your eye, and you take it out, and then your eye's like, oh,
Yeah.
fudge.
Yeah, it's like having a Band-Aid on, and then, like, your eye gets all
Just,
weak underneath.
My eyes are like getting sensitive just thinking about it.
Yeah, I got a picture of Mike I'm looking for here. You
Oh,
guys
when
remember
his
when
eyes were
Mike had
blowed
pink eye?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's when you guys
dude.
came up and gave me a shopping cart.
Yes.
Classic,
Yeah.
dude.
And Mike
you a
fell
shopping
down.
cart?
Mike fell down the stairs.
Bro, double pink eyed up.
That's not real, but
I don't know if you remember that, Mike.
I fell down the stairs.
Bro, yeah. Like a long set of basement stairs, like longer than normal, hardwood, and piled up in the bottom like a broken lawn chair.
Because I couldn't see
Yeah,
or walk.
Why does
you,
this-
you
why
lo-
does-
you lost your balance.
Gosh,
I
I'm
gotta
trying to
find this
it.
pink eye Mike pic.
Dude, it's crazy that you can
Really?
like scroll through your camera roll on the television screen. I could not do that.
No, these are all just. Yeah, my life's a little more boring than yours, Evan.
Okay, here we go. I'm getting around.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. I got it. Oh my gosh. Who's ready? Who's ready for it?
Me. Bro, Michael.
Bro.
That was tough.
Dude, check out that KTM in the back.
This
Except
one was
that
mine.
Ryan. Holy shit, you guys. What were you doing to get that pink eye?
Well,
I think we know. I think we know. Swipe back to the picture of them together.
Fuck, dude. Man, everybody's had a little bit of eye issues. We got Big Ken. Oh, man.
Bro, Mike, that one was tough.
I remember we were parading you around Duluth, too.
I do like the Ron Diaz you guys were running there. Classic high school beverage.
Love Ron Diaz. Ooh.
I mean,
What was it?
obviously-
Edward Ron hands?
Yeah, Jake and I,
Tape a Ron bottle to your hand?
that's like, that's messed up.
we did it like 3 nights.
Yeah, you do that on Friday, you're not going nowhere till like Monday.
I don't care if I don't leave this chair till Monday.
Ryan, I gotta say, might be your worst Halloween costume.
Oh,
I don't think this was even Halloween.
Oh my
but-
god.
It can't get better. And or
It wasn't even
I'm leaving.
Great. No, Evan's horny.
Darn it.
What were you doing?
Not sure. Not sure.
No, we need an explanation.
The most disturbing part is that's at Dave's.
That's what I thought.
It's Jake's dad's, yeah.
Whose clothes were those?
You got a little holster here, Ken, huh? Of Ryan photos that you've been holding out.
Got a fucking revolver loaded back there.
Justin's
Well, it's so
laughing
easy.
over
It
here.
just searches by face and it just knows.
Man, I kind of want to try this.
Oh, here's another one.
Okay, that one's it's pretty bad, but I'm just college fat.
I would say
I probably
that's
drank
That's
40.
probably the least.
I probably drank 42 Busch Lights that weekend.
Ryan, you haven't been that thin in years.
I know.
that was the least disturbing one.
Yeah, for sure.
That was fine.
It's no secret that Shopify is a huge part of our business, but maybe you are in need of a secret weapon for your business. 6 years ago, we switched to Shopify, and it was the best decision ever. We are thankful that our business has continued to grow and that Shopify has grown with us. I tell you guys this every single week, but seriously, now is the time to get started. And for just $1 per month during the trial period, you really don't have much to lose. And nobody does selling better than Shopify. With Shopify Pay, checkouts are easy, meaning as a customer, you can check out faster. And as a business, you can convert on more sales. If you are in need of a website and you haven't tried Shopify, you are only holding yourself back. So upgrade your business and get the same checkout that we use at CboysTV.com and sign up for your $1 per month trial period at Shopify.com/wide open, which is all lowercase. Go to Shopify.com/wide open to upgrade your selling today. That's Shopify.com/wide open. There is good debt and there is bad debt, but honestly, no one wants to even think about being in debt. But the cold hard truth is that many people will get deeper in debt during the holidays. Last year, half of American consumers took on debt to pay for the holidays, and it's never too early to start planning to get out of debt. My friends at PDS Debt can help you guys with a personalized solution just for you. If you're making payments every month on your debt and your balances aren't going down, PDS has solutions for you. Everyone with $10,000 or more in eligible debt qualifies, and there's a no minimum credit score required. Bad and fair credit is accepted. Save more money while paying off your debt in a fraction of the time. I have been in debt before, and it can be really, really scary. And if you need help, contact PDS Debt and start planning today. Get a free debt analysis right now at pdsdebt.com/wide open. It only takes 30 seconds. That's pdsdebt.com/wide open. pdsdebt.com/wide open.
So I never tried to question your guys' pranks, but I was looking at my Delta app last night. Are you sending me to South Africa?
How do you know that?
Somebody booked me a Delta One flight next summer to South Africa.
294 days until check-in. Holy, that's about as
It's on
legit
time,
as it
at
gets.
least.
We have a flight number. We have an itinerary.
Well, Ken, you always find a way to just spoil a good vid, huh?
I was like, this can't be them.
Pack your bags, buddy.
You only got 294 days to get ready.
What's your question?
Is it real or did my Delta get hacked?
Let's just say it got hacked.
Just make sure you keep that week clear.
Is that why you texted us in the group chat and said, hey, I haven't been left out of any scheduling plans, but what do we have going on at the end of August 2025?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
We just wanted to send you to the home grounds of where Elon Musk was raised.
All I got to say, Ken, is pack your GoPro.
Get a couple extra batteries.
Also,
gonna be
a
a
person I have
banger.
no idea who they are.
You're traveling with a person?
Yeah, no idea who this person is.
Well, what's his name?
Randy Cormrod.
Oh, Merriam.
Oh my God, this is insane.
That's not the guy that we rode fucking motorcycles with, is it?
No, that was Nerman.
I looked it up. That's like a $9,000 flight.
Holy crap.
The least you could do is say thank you.
Thanks.
It's almost a 24-hour flight. It's 21.
Do we want to investigate this more? Like
Me and CJ's revenge,
don't
we
do
put
too
Ken
deep.
on a flight with no reclining seat next to the bathroom, which is where
General.
he puts us every
Right in the
time.
middle.
And we send him on a 21-hour
South
flight,
Africa.
and then when he gets there, he has to hop back on a plane and come.
This is like a
Excited,
6
guy?
hour
You can't change your
layover.
seat. You can't change your seat.
Like I called Delta and they're like, yep, it's legit.
Yeah, it is
Whoa.
legit. It's paid for.
He's going by himself. I don't have to go with him, do I?
No, he's got a GoPro.
I just
Well, your name's not
go
Miriam.
Oh,
Miriam.
you're Miriam? Okay, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I
think
I'm trying to like feed in. I'm trying to like $9,000 flight for Ken. I'll be
think
Miriam.
Pretty
I
cheap
want to
video
go.
bit, if you ask me.
I want to go to South Africa with a freaking GoPro.
Mike, it's not funny. If
I
you-
know.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
problem is
no.
you want to go to South
I
Africa.
know.
That's the issue, Mike.
They got casinos in South
I think
Africa.
Rich said they do.
They do, yeah.
Oh, so you're good.
Yeah, Rich was just in South Africa and he had
Bro.
a time.
Rich
Believe
didn't
me,
get paid
he
by
ain't-
those guys.
He ain't going anywhere that there's casinos.
Staying in a hut.
What you need is like one of those
Dirt
little
floor
bug,
hut.
bug nets. That's one thing I'll tell you.
Our buddy Rich built some tracks in South Africa, and yeah, he got ripped
got
off like
schwanked.
30 grand or
It
something.
was like, yeah, $22,000 that they
What?
just didn't pay him. But luckily his stay there was cheap, but still, like, you know, he's like, I'm able to get like a hotel by the beach for 5 nights for like, you know, $400 total. But
He said he
got
won
schwanked.
gambling there too, so not a total loss, but
oh yeah, it's just interesting, you know, the exchange rate. He just like, he calls me like every other day and has just great stories, and he's like, dude, I was like betting, you know, in equivalent for me like $5 a bet, and then I won probably $5,000, and people were flocking to me like I was Dan Bilzerian, just some high roller, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That's how CJ feels when his prize picks hit.
I haven't really hit on like a big one yet. Yeah, I've really gotten into sports betting lately, actually. Like, I really enjoy it.
So Alex was just calling it fantasy, but it was actually
No, it's just like, so
Your
like
sports
in Minnesota, you can just do pick six. So
Right.
like, there's many different apps that you can play it on, so I'm not going to shout them out. It's honestly super addicting, but it's super fun. And you don't have to bet that much money to win a lot. And it just makes any game super interesting. Like last night, I was just glued to the TV because like
freaking
I could have
WNBA.
won two. I could have won $2,000. You know,
Really?
Like, yeah, you know.
What'd you have to bet to have that?
You can do different things. Like the harder and the more unlikely that the bet is going to hit, the bigger the payout. So you could bet less and still have a large payout.
For like a $50 bet?
I had $100
$100 to
for
pay
two.
2K.
Yeah, I've had some that were like 100 for like 3,200. But
Our buddy Jake has also gotten into sports betting, and he's been like firing and winning, and it's hard to say with that kid because you know he's not telling us about the losses like anyone.
Nobody ever does.
Yeah, he just texted us the other day and sends us a screenshot of a 5K bet, and the payout was like 355,000.
Oh
and
my
he goes,
gosh.
"Who wants to go in on this with me?"
Can you imagine?
I was
Actually,
like,
that'd
"Dude,
be
you're really going-
crazy.
yeah, that'd be insane.
Like that's
Yeah.
life changing money right there.
What the hell is a parlay?
Multiple bets that you got to.
You got to
Could
link.
be
Like,
literally
okay.
anything.
so like one could be the Vikings win and the Patriots win, and then
And-
like stack them together, and
It's
you
a
know
bigger
whatever the
payout.
odds add up to be, like can be
Yeah.
ridiculous
It could be
payouts.
sense.
anything. It's like who wins the coin toss in
Yeah,
a football
like, but
game,
it's
and
a
then it'll be
multiple-
like a soccer game.
Yeah.
It could be
Oh,
multiple
all
sports. It
sports.
literally
I think
anything.
Like how many bathroom breaks is Drew Brees taking during halftime?
literally anything.
you should get into sports betting, Evan.
I play a little bit of DraftKings, but I just do the fantasy one.
Maybe it's just because I'm getting older, but dude, sports betting is becoming wildly popular.
Yeah, well, it's because these apps, dude, and it's honestly, It is a little dangerous. It's so freaking easy to add money and just bet. It's not like putting $100 down on a blackjack hand where you're like, okay, $100. And they do these like bonuses. I've been playing off of like $200-300 just going up and down for a while just because I bet like $100 hands. You get little bonus payouts and shit. It makes it pretty easy to just keep going.
That's what I always try to do is find the ones where it's like you get your money back.
Yeah.
But I was talking with a buddy last night, and he made a good point. He goes, what happens if you win? You bet $25, you win $80, $100. He goes, you pulling that money out? And I go, no. Just going to keep playing. He goes, that's how they get you.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely fun.
Definitely
fun.
could be a problem, though. You got to be careful. That's for sure.
They really have, in the last, 5-10 years, made sports betting so much more accessible to so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
bro.
look
Like
at,
every thing, every pregame is sponsored by a different company and stuff like that.
It's
too.
a full-on business. I mean, there's so many different apps being made. Obviously, Jake Paul made his better.
I'm pretty sure that there is a channel that is just dedicated to fantasy.
I feel like there's got to be multiple. Yeah, people just so into it. They're
Like a
talking
24 around the
picks.
schedule. Just
a
talk.
TV
Oh,
channel.
I'm sorry,
got
I'm
it.
sorry, I don't know what
Not
I
a
meant to
YouTube
say.
channel.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
no, just like a sports center, but
Yeah.
they're literally just
fantasy
going
picks.
through the fantasy points and
Dude,
shit.
back
It's
in the
crazy.
day, I used to hate the fall when I would be in high school because like the lunch table would just be overrun with fantasy football. I never gave a shit about it. And everybody was all anybody would talk about. I'm like, damn, can't we talk about anything else?
It's like politics now.
Oh, great. Yeah, I mean, if people are talking about politics, I'm like, see ya.
So why is it that sports betting isn't legal in Minnesota?
Because in Minnesota, gambling is basically exclusively run by the Native American tribes. They just aren't on the same page with each other.
You have
make
to be
it
a
legal
sovereign
statewide.
nation.
It's weird how you can do the pick six, though.
Legitimately does make any
Makes
sense
no
to me.
sense, yeah.
It seems to me that they would be able to make more money with it, but like pull tabs and e-tabs paid off the U.S. Bank Stadium 21 years early.
Oh my
Because of how many millions of dollars were generated off of pull tabs and e-tabs in Minnesota. So they want to keep it.
600 million
Yeah.
in 1 year.
So they
or
want
something.
to keep it in Minnesota with scratch offs, with the pull tabs, with the stuff that's like super
I
traceable
mean, if
back
you're
to
gonna
the
put
state.
it towards stuff like that, I mean, I'm all for it. I did not know that. I mean, that stadium was like over $1 billion.
Yeah,
I think
so.
it might also like affect casino gambling because if you're getting the sports betting itch in, you're probably not going to go to the casino too.
Yeah. No, I agree. Like, it's been really scratching the itch for me. It's just been fun.
I know,
it's
but
nice to
no,
have a
I
little
agree.
fun
It has
thing to
got
do.
out of hand. Like my little cousin, he's 7. He's on his Nintendo DS sports betting. How is
Really?
that? Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. You just said it so convincing. I was like, holy shit, it is getting out of hand.
He's on like Nintendo DS chat, you know?
Yeah, and he's just
betting
using
with
like
his
coins
friends.
somehow. Like
Yeah,
he's
he's,
got
like, betting with
79
his
cents
bookie.
in coins.
We were talking about this at lunch yesterday, and Big Wrench was like, yeah, my son is like so into sports. He knows everything about every team and every like category of sports, right?
He plays fantasy.
He plays
with
fantasy,
fake
right?
money.
And is just like wildly successful at it. So we were like, oh, Big Wrench, why don't you like give him $1,000 and see what he could do with it?
He said his wife wouldn't let him.
Makes
It's
sense.
a great idea.
Did you see that Steve Hamilton's kid is
I
doing
did
like
see
a
that,
stock
yeah.
class where you bet,
mock?
or like a mock stock trading class, and he's just blowing them out of the water. Everybody else is either negative
taking
or maybe
risks.
has like a couple $100,000, and Steve's kid is at like many million. Like he's like absolutely blowing everybody out of the water. I was like, yo, does he do trading for people? Because I want in.
That's funny. Yeah, me and Greta were just talking the other day, and she was like tweaking because she couldn't get into her like bank account or something like that, like a high yield savings account. And she puts like some money in there, and she couldn't get into it. And she was freaking out. She was like, I just need to know like how much money is in there. I was like, well, are you like trying to pull it out? And she was like, no. And I was like, well, it's probably about like just a tiny bit more than what you put in there. She was like, oh, you don't think it went anywhere? I was like, where the fuck is it going to go? It's a savings account, essentially. It's like a 4% savings account.
Yeah.
You logged in, put it all on Prize Picks. And then no, babe, it's there. I swear it'll be back soon. I just got a hit.
Some
just a
people
glitch
just
in
have
the app.
some people just have like no risk appetite though. Like financial advisors will be like, "What's your risk appetite?" Be like, "Oh, extremely high or moderate or like none," right? And every time I tell them, I'm just like, "Look, I'd rather have you like maybe do something a little bit more aggressive than like in 20 years if I gave you $10,000, it'll be worth $12,000. Like you're gonna lose that damn near due inflation, right?"
Yeah.
But like so many people are just like insanely conservative about it.
There's a level of 5, from safest to most aggressive, and I think you should be at middle or above. Because like, what's the point? You're right.
Yeah. And it's also dependent on your situation. Like if you're closer to retirement, I assume you would want to risk less. But right now with minimal invested, you're like, okay, well, let's fucking do something cool here.
High risk, high reward. But that's also like what we do every single day.
How much money we put into a video, and then you better hope that shit hits, works out.
Yeah.
Lately, yeah.
What do you think the average cost of making a YouTube video is?
We could
For
probably
us or for a normal
us.
maybe
creator?
not
No,
off
for
the top
us.
of our heads, but we could probably put that into a number if we sat down and we are sitting down right now.
It's so hard because some videos cost multiple 100,000, and then
Yeah,
you're
like
just
the
hoping
drift
to
track.
Get it, you're hoping to get it back over the course of like years.
But
like
it's tough to put the drift track into one video.
Yeah,
You totally can, but it's like some videos truly like cost us nothing.
Rarely.
very
Rarely.
I mean,
Maybe
very
like
few.
maybe like
One a year.
One a year.
And
Yeah.
then some videos, all 3 banger bits are like extremely expensive. And then if you chalk up the drift track and
Well,
I don't
I'd
know,
say
maybe
40 to 60 grand on average if you were to like level it out.
space it out.
That was what I kind of had in my head.
the video that I hit the tree and the unicorn, granted, you can already say that it's been like paid for, I guess, in like previous videos or used in other videos. But that video got demonetized and it made no money.
So there's that.
Yeah.
That's
And
that's
the
actually,
unicorn got totaled.
that's
Yeah.
actually the biggest hit.
We're still trying to recoup on
yeah.
the unicorn.
Yeah. The unicorn's
That would have got us
But-
closer to maybe even, but instead, just like, it was just a loss overall. We're like, what the frick?
Why did it?
Because we were riding on the roof of the pizza ranch.
ranch.
That's what it
Pizza
was.
ranch.
It was a dangerous activity that is easily
Replicated.
replicated.
Oh yeah,
That's why they didn't like
hauling
that.
dirt bikes up under the roof.
That
it's really
yeah.
easy.
Well, that's what they didn't like. Like you can drift on the track and hit a tree, but it's like
That's pretty
it's like
standard,
you're on
yeah.
a drift track. He's a professional. This is what you do.
It's just when you
He is
said-
technically a professional. You don't have to be good to
I
be a
love
professional.
it. I know.
Yeah,
You're just paid to do it.
And keep in mind, I'm laughing as a non-professional. I've been calling myself an am drifter, which is an amateur. There's am pro or pro am or whatever, and there's pro, just am. That's
Yeah.
what you are.
That works. Yeah.
Yeah. Am. Actually, my bios are all amateur professionals
I love it.
or amateur professional.
All right, so the other day I was at that Baby Jake concert. He sings Cigarettes on Patios, among many other good songs. Went there. It was super fun, super small. There's like 50 people there, so it was like really fun. We got to meet him at the end, hang out, tell him about the channel, ask him
sick.
if we can use his songs on the channel, which would be cool. So we'll get into that. But, if you see it, whatever.
They always say yes.
I know, right? And, then I
until-
said,
and they
until-
claim it.
And then
yeah,
I even
until
like,
it gets claimed and then they go silent.
yeah, no, and then we were chatting, and I was like, no. He's like, yep, these ones on this album, all free game. I was like, no, I'm going to need a whitelist of our channel. But anyway, that's not the point. He gave me a vinyl, and he signs it, and I'm like stoked because it's cool getting a vinyl from someone that you listen to, and they sign it, and like it means a lot more. And then we go to Cowboy Jack's. I'm like pretty tuned up, chatting to a bunch of people. I like set it right next to me. It randomly, but I'm like outside on the patio and I set it in this planter, but it's like right here. I don't leave. I'm just chatting with a couple homies. They move out and other guys say hi. Other people say hi. And then I like look over. I'm like,
No.
record's gone. And then I like start freaking out, like kind of weird. I was like, I don't know. I was being weird. And I'm like, dude, my record's gone. I got to go. I like run around. I'm like, somebody's got it. They just took it. I know it. I like run outside, see this one dude I know. He's like, what up? And then I'm like, dude, somebody stole my record. I'm so pissed off right now. And then this girl in their group goes, was it this one? And pulls it out.
What?
And then I said some nasty things to her.
Oh,
Really?
no,
What'd you
Micah.
say?
Yeah, I was just like, you thieving bitch.
Oh, whoa.
And then she's like, whoa. And I was like,
Puts it back.
yeah, I was like, that's my record and you stole it. And then I just like pointing fingers.
Jeez.
Did you ken her?
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds like
yeah.
it.
You don't just take someone's record.
Well, what a bitch, though.
I
Actually,
know.
Scratch
I
my
feel like that's-
CD.
Dude,
in
that's
broad
totally
daylight.
warranted.
So,
That's totally warranted.
One, I do agree, but two, good on her for pulling it out, but also like very stupid. She could have just been like this and been like, oh my God,
Then
this
she
is
would've
going to be
actually been-
really awkward.
Maybe she thought someone just left
It there since it was sitting in a bush.
Yeah, it could be, but keep in mind, like I didn't leave. It was there, and my jacket was there too, but just the record
Valid.
was taken.
Valid.
So
Didn't want your jacket.
anyway, she's like, "What are you gonna give me for it?" And then I was like, "Nothing. You stole it." And I just grabbed it back, and I was like, stormed back inside. I was like, and then I was just stoked that I got it back because like all she had to do was literally not show me that she stole it.
Why do you like records so much?
I don't
I
know.
see you
It's
always
fun.
are buying more.
I think it's like I don't have a true reason. I'm not like it's superior. It sounds better. It's not.
We don't even have the right setup to like
No.
say the whole like deep
Right.
sound thing because we use like the digital wire stuff. So it's like not even
Yeah.
a real record player.
Yeah, I mean,
Like the old school guys that would, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you have
like
to
a
have the true
true-
old school
yeah.
setup to like hear the depth.
Yeah, but no, it's not any better. It's just fun, like listening to an album front to back and going like, I really like that, versus just like randomly.
Yeah, picking a
Especially
song.
lately with podcasts, I'm like, dude, I'm not even passionate about music anymore. So I don't know.
The
know what you're saying.
artwork's really cool though too.
Yeah.
Like
You get posters in there, and
Yeah.
like, especially when it's signed.
it's
That's
pretty
why.
badass that they still make
Records.
records. Yeah.
And it is kind of cool. Like if you're hanging around your house, you like put on the Baby
Yep.
Jake record, you set the little record thing behind it, and then
yeah.
just
Super
let
fun.
it play.
Super fun.
I think it makes it like more of an experience because it's like you're physically doing something. It's kind of a pain in the ass to skip songs and
Right.
so it's just-
Exactly.
it's more of a thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just thought that was kind of funny.
who do you think ended up with
Dude,
your
it was-
Rick and Morty painting?
Dude, I don't know.
Somebody stole
I
your
bought
I
this
thought
sick
that's
one
where-
of one Rick and Morty painting in Vegas, and then Evan and I are just strolling around Fremont, and then I'm like, "Hey, where's that painting at?"
I think it was like a roulette table or
Yeah,
slot
yeah,
machine.
yeah.
Whatever we were doing, you set it just to the side.
Dude,
Oh,
I
that was
love that.
gone.
Normally I do it with just like I'm a bird. I like have a leftover Dave's chicken sandwich and I put it next to the blackjack table. I'm like, oh, that's gone.
Shout out Dave's Hot Chicken.
I don't know though, Mike. It's hard to say if you're getting them stolen from you or just leaving them behind. Like, didn't you leave your phone at the bar last weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken stole it.
But yeah, exactly. Like,
Well, Ken
but
saved
it's
it.
hard to say if Ken stole it or just took it. And in my opinion, he just took it and gave it to me.
You
But
left,
you left
it, and
it there.
one of the bartenders came running up to me. Hey, Mike left his phone.
I'm always taken care of.
What did you say that you were functioning like a PS2 server that night when you got home?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when he fell asleep in the chili bowl.
Yeah.
Just shoveling coleslaw into my mouth. And then Evan's like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm like a PS2 server right now.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was being funny, but like, I still don't know.
Got in a fight with the microwave.
You also left your wallet behind in the merch barn like 3 days ago. and
That
still
I was
haven't
aware
grabbed
of, and that was Wednesday night. So
Do you air tag that wallet?
yes,
Okay. So it's
Yeah.
never
I knew it
truly
was
lost.
in there. I really appreciate Ken telling me that it was in there, but I didn't know it was in there.
Speaking of music, I was listening to a song, and this guy wrote this song about Ford Rangers. His name's Rick Duff, and I believe it's on the Canadian version of.
Oh wow!
Is this America's Got, Canada's
Voice?
Got Talent, or
yeah,
is it The
yeah.
Voice with
Canadians
the X's?
Got Talent?
Highway 50 North, yeah. My Ford Ranger got everything I need. No, I ain't talking about that speed. Well, baby, she's getting drunk on that gasoline. My Ford Ranger hosts
That's really good.
Cheeto.
There's a Cummins engine, 6 wheels.
Look at that.
6 wheels.
6 wheels. Really?
Didn't hear
My
it.
Ford Ranger got everything I need. No, I ain't talking about that speed. Oh, baby, she's getting drunk on that gasoline. My Ford Ranger hopes to be like them Seaboys did to theirs.
Name dropped us.
Wait,
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Are you fucking listening to the song?
I can't hear a word he's saying.
I can't either. I don't
Shut
know
up.
his
He
fucking
name
name.
dropped
Yeah.
us?
Can you
Wait,
put
what?
volume on the TV?
Yeah, it is. It's all the way up.
Ranger hopes to be like them Seaboys did to theirs. A Cummins engine.
What, dude?
What?
That's so sick. Can I get this song?
But I also love that he wrote this about a Ford Ranger.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
even
Fucking brilliant song.
I love it. I love it too.
Brilliant.
You didn't get the X, so that's good, right?
yeah, people seem stoked, dude. It's like a concert in there.
Damn, that's sick.
He needs to come to WeFest, and then we need to pull
Who's
up.
this guy?
His
Dang,
name is Rick Duff.
That's dope, dude.
that was cool.
We got name dropped because of the Ford Ranger on Canada's Got Talent. That's sick.
Those people got to be so fucking confused. Why is he talking about 6 wheels on a Ranger? What's this guy doing?
That song was straight up written about our Ford Ranger.
I know.
That
There's
is
no
kinda
other.
sick.
There's no other Ford Ranger that has a Cummins motor and 6 wheels.
That was awesome. Yeah.
It's called Ford Ranger by Rick Duff.
6 days.
We'll link it down below.
I'm putting that at the top of the playlist for the weekend.
Mike, he might send you a vinyl.
Let's do it. My Ford Ranger.
We should
Yeah.
get a full-size Ford Ranger.
Full-size Ford Ranger? Question mark?
Old one.
Yeah, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
Buddy's
80s,
truck
90s?
at the
Yeah,
truck
yeah.
pull. That was a Ford Ranger.
You're right. And those were
They didn't used to be little toy trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened with Ford Rangers, man? They were full-size, and then they just kept getting littler.
Imagine they did that to a Silverado. What would you
It
do?
would be tough to
I
see.
would call it an S10.
Okay, which is that's tough because like S10s are still cool, but they aren't. You know,
Yeah, but what if
Silverados.
they shrunk your Silverado?
I mean, I don't want a smaller truck just because I'm small.
You don't need the
But I
extra
mean, I mean,
space.
or it's a Colorado. I don't know. They make it.
So why don't you like GMCs?
I just
Isn't it the same thing pretty
yeah.
much?
No. It is. It is. Honestly, I mean, it is. It's just as good as a Chevy, except for it's just a little more pavement princess. You know, it's for guys that wear like bedazzled jeans and listen to Luke Bryan or something.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do.
And you know what I'm cool for an argument.
Is that a country guy? Is Luke Bryan a country guy? All right.
For an argument, you know what I am cool for, at least for trucks and stuff? Like, if you'd be like, hey, what's your deal with GMC? And you could just be like, it's so close, but it's not a Chevy. That to me is a valid argument.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
technically, it's
What
just
came
a
first,
nicer
the Chevy or the GMC?
Good question.
I'm sure the Chevy.
I think Chevy.
Yeah.
But isn't it just the same truck
It is, but nicer.
made by the same people?
But GMC is like
Just
higher
with
end.
some, yeah.
It's like the pretty boy version of a Chevy.
Yeah, pavement princess, a little fancier. Don't get as much dust on it.
I wonder what GMC stands for.
Oh man, I really want to say it, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, you can say it.
Oh yeah, it's a gay man Chevy.
I have a really good recipe named GMC, glizzy mac and cheese.
Damn it, dude. We almost had it.
I didn't say hot dogs.
You're right.
Fucking A.
Oh, now you did.
Yeah.
Was he trying to go a whole podcast without saying hot dog?
We were
No,
trying to.
I
We're
don't-
just
I
trying
don't
to
think
go.
we-
I
all
don't
one.
think we have gone.
These guys
on.
are.
No, we
like-
haven't since
I
hot
don't
dogs.
even like hot
became-
dogs, but glizzies.
If you don't have time to prepare a complete balanced meal, Huel has you covered. This podcast is sponsored by Huel, spelled Huel, the world's #1 complete nutrition brand trusted by millions. Head to Huel.com now to place your first order of this ultra convenient, nutritionally complete meal. Whether it's for busy mornings, late nights, or powering through a hectic schedule, Huel's ready to drink meals are the easiest way to get all the nutrition that you need in seconds. And right now, you can try it for 15% off using our exclusive code WIDEOPEN15. So fuel up the easy way with Huel today. Huel gives you a perfectly balanced meal designed by experts to provide the nutrients that your body needs from a meal, which is great for me because Huel takes all the guesswork out of healthy eating. And with no prep, no cooking, it is easy to have healthy, tasty nutrition even at an inconvenient time. Don't believe me? Take the leap and join the community of Hooligans with this exclusive offer of 15% off with the code WIDEOPEN15 at Huel.com. That's 15% off with the code WIDEOPEN15 at Huel.com. Unlock a healthier, easier way to eat with Huel. Nutritionally complete meals in minutes so you can focus on what really matters. This time of year, I find myself reflecting on the things that I'm grateful for, like family, friends, and my health. And I'm also thankful for my healthy skin, thanks to OneSkin. As fall and winter come with dry air, I love that OneSkin helps my skin look and feel healthy, not dry and dull. Their scientifically proven skincare routine has made a noticeable difference in how my skin looks and feels. Their OS01 peptide works at the cellular level to switch off the dysfunctional cells that cause your and my skin to become dry and dull and age faster than it needs to. So take advantage of this exclusive bundle while it lasts. As a listener, you'll get 15% off using code WIDEOPEN when you use checkout at oneskin.co. Invest in your skin's long-term health this holiday season because healthy skin is a gift, and OneSkin is actually the world's first skin longevity company. OneSkin addresses skin health at the molecular level, targeting the root causes of aging so skin behaves, feels, and appears younger. It is time to get started with your new face, eye, and body routine at a discounted rate today. Get 15% off with the code WIDEOPEN at oneskin.co. That is 15% off oneskin.co with code WIDEOPEN. Mando, It is the whole body deodorant that keeps us smelling good around here. And the thing is that most deodorants don't do what Mando does. Mando was created by a doctor, and he saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated. So he created Mando to block odor all day and control it for up to 72 hours. It is clinically proven to control odor better than a shower alone. And the best part is no baking soda and no parabens. And with scents like bourbon leather, Clover Woods, Mount Fuji, or Pro Sport, there's a scent for everyone. My personal favorite is Mount Fuji. I don't know what Mount Fuji smells like, but Mando smells dang good. Mando Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. And as a special offer for our listeners, new customers get $5 off a starter pack with our exclusive code, which equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you use the code WIDEOPEN at shopmando.com. shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them that we sent you. Smell fresher, stay drier, and boost your confidence from head to toe with Mando.
What do you think about GMCs, CJ?
I think they're fine. I think Chevys are fine. I like Dodge. I like Ford Raptor's obviously the best, but yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. I guess I don't really partake in the whole truck like Ford versus Chevy or Dodge versus GMC or Chevy or whatever. You know, they're all pretty good. You know, honestly, like and we've owned one of every brand. Actually, we've never had a GMC. They all have their own quirks.
You
and
can
like
get a
weird
lemon
things.
in any vehicle. Any brand, it might suck,
but
it might be great.
I don't know. They all did the job. They all ripped. They just get a little better every year.
Do they actually get better, though?
I think
They
so.
peaked in like 03.
Yeah, it's tough. Like, I think they get more bells and whistles that makes me think they get better. Like, because I think I agree with you.
And sometimes those bells and whistles make it more of a pain in the butt.
I do worry about it. I worry about all those electronics in 25 years.
Yeah, I agree with that. They're probably not going to age very well.
There's just like on humans, there's no way to truly know the effect until you go 25 years down the road.
Like, it's basically like having a phone in your car, but like,
Yeah,
imagine
stuff like
having to use a 25-year-old cell phone right now. You'd be like, this thing's a piece of junk. It's not working.
Yeah.
Now it's like
to the
Be in a
wall.
bag.
now it's like the technology, like, you know, like the motor and stuff. That'll still be good, but it's like the
Right.
screen, like it might be
Versus-
just so slow or delayed or just
Like a corded
shitty.
analog phone could be 25 years old or could be 3 years old, and they kind of work the same.
Yeah, there's not much to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'd imagine that stuff's gonna give out before other things.
Yeah, the engine does. That's what makes them 12 valves great, baby.
And that's a reason to keep pushing for another day, to keep pushing forward and live your best life so you can find out if these trucks are going to stand the test of time.
Yeah, Mike, it's really
Someone
inspiring.
like,
The reason to live, man.
yeah, you like get jammed up in a situation. Someone's robbing you at gunpoint. Man, I can't die. I gotta see how these trucks last, man. See the new Chevy. The new Chevy comes out in 6 months, man.
I have a 2014 that I'm a one owner vehicle on this truck. I need to see if it makes it to 2030.
Dude, I saw that Nissan drivers, CJ, were rated as top 10 of the worst drivers in the United States.
I believe it, dude. Have you seen like the Maxima and Ultima? I mean, it's a meme, but like,
Yeah, no.
Ultimate
they're
drivers.
swerving around, driving like freaking maniacs. They got their rear suspension blowing out.
I remember when Ryan and I picked up Evans El Camino, we went and got lunch, and there was an Ultima with no body panels on it.
Oh, that was sick, actually. Yeah. No doors, no body panels, nothing. It was like an
just the
exo
frame.
cart.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in like Florida and Atlanta they do a buy one get one free on an Ultimas.
It almost had me there.
That's the problem,
Dude,
with
Mike's
Mike's
been pretty good with the
Just to
jokes
have you
today.
for 1 second.
So do you guys know when you see like something mint from like the 80s or 90s, you know, like these barn finds and everything? Do you guys ever think about just buying something today and just putting it away for like 30
Rat
years?
holing it away.
Like,
Yes.
wrap it up real good, whether
Yes.
it's a dirt bike, any car, even if it's like not even the highest end car. It could just be a
2025 Yamaha snowmobile.
That's a great idea, dude.
I don't think it will pay off.
investment.
No, I don't
maybe
think it
not
would
even
either, but-
truly to like, oh, I'm gonna like make a bunch of money
yeah.
off it.
Just
Just be lit. Like 30 years from now, you
Yeah, it'd
bust
be
out
cool.
something brand new from.
Where stuff's at today, like nothing is going to last like it was 20 years ago because there's so much electronics in that and all that shit's going to fail.
Like
But
we
it's
were
in the
just saying.
box.
They don't have preservatives.
They don't have the little silicate
It
packets.
would be cool though. I saw a video of a guy who had or it might have been a dealership. They had a like 2003 or 2001 CR 250 dirt bike, brand new. It had never been kicked before.
Wow.
And some guy bought it and kicked it and like rode it.
I was gonna say, like, what do you do? Walk in there and kick it over?
I think
They're
it's
like
sick,
20
dude. I think
years,
it's
man.
cool though, like seeing one fresh, because like there's got to be very, 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 very few fresh.
I think a lot of people did it. Like they knew in 2005 or 6, whatever it was, that the Banshees were done. I still see them popping up online, like in the crate.
What are they
Banshees.
asking for something like that?
Dude, it does remind
Not
me.
even. I don't even know if I've seen them for sale. Like I'm on like a Banshee page, and people just be like,
Got it.
"Check."
I
this
still
out.
got it.
I
Yeah.
still got it. Yeah.
Brand
But
new, still don't.
It
don't
does
run.
remind me of everyone rolls their eyes at it, but it is true. The whole roll off the dealership lot, like your car does lose value. Everyone goes, "Well, why? Why does it have to?" But then if you look at if someone's selling a basically brand new Ford Lightning or a C3 Corvette that has 4,000 miles on it, it's worth a lot. But if it has 42 miles on it, it for some reason is worth like 50% more even than those
Certain
4,000
vehicles.
Miles. Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
did like a collector.
But also, it's hard on things when they don't run.
I've just seen it. They're selling a certain vehicle and they're like 45 actual miles, and people are just like foaming at the mouth, like, and that price is way up there.
A guy I know has a Copo Camaro, which is like the factory edition drag Camaro, right? All it's ever done is idle in his trailer, idle on his car lift, and he's never actually put it in gear to drive it to where he's going. He pushes it. He only lets it idle to keep the seals tight, right?
Yeah.
Plastics on the seat, everything. He goes, there's going to be worth a bunch of money one day. And all it is just sitting in under a cover in his garage. Then another guy I know has one, and he takes it to the trainer and drags it frequently. And I go, fuck, I don't know how much money you're going to make on that thing, but if you bought it, you got to have more fun drag racing it. Like he showed me a video of it wheeling. It's a stock Camaro. Well, not a stock Camaro, but it's a Camaro right out the box.
That's insane.
Wheeling.
Like, it better make you so much money that ish is your retirement plan.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think your true
Otherwise-
enjoyment, like, out of looking at something and just letting it sit there and not do what it was made to do or using it, I would use it.
A guy like that though, that's like putting that much time into like making sure that it stays nice. Like, is he gonna sell it?
Yeah, no, he's not going to sell
Like
it.
the dude's
'cause-
gonna. I guarety the dude
Yeah.
dies before he like even like
Yeah,
gets
really.
to drive it or sells
Bastard
it.
grandkids are gonna be doing heaters
Yeah.
behind Walmart with it.
But yeah, I mean, it is kind of cool because it literally has 0 miles on it. Like the dealership drove it off the trailer, drove it into the floor, and he pushed it in his trailer.
What year is that?
That's probably like a 17 now, something like that.
2017.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't done it for that long.
I thought
Car.
this was
Oh.
like a classic from like the
No,
70s.
no,
Yeah, I
it's
did
it's
too.
pretty new.
Now I think it's more Cheeto. Yeah, rip the
But
shit
the-
out of it. It's a new car. I thought it was like
But the thing is back in the 70s, that car was new too. So like he's really playing the long game.
yeah, no, I mean, I guess it's like what I just said, buying something nice now to keep
I'm
for a
assuming
long
Dave
time.
Ullman.
It's honestly, if you're gonna hate it, it's a pretty Cheeto looking car.
Oh my god, it better not be orange.
It's got to be a particular car.
What's
in order
wrong
to
with orange
actually
cars?
get money out of it.
You don't like my orange car?
Ryan, you are a big orange car guy.
Dude, I like it. I've been thinking about getting shoes that look like your car.
This one actually looks pretty sick, but I'll show you
Bro,
the
you're
blue
wearing
one.
does
you're
look-
wearing orange shoes right now.
It
eh?
kind of looks like this.
Wait, this is the car?
Yeah,
It's a pretty wild drag car.
she'll pop a wheelie.
How much did it cost?
Yeah, I don't know how much it is. I don't think it's a wildly expensive car.
That's the thing. Like I was saying though, like if you're planning on making money by holding a car, it better be the right car.
Which at the end of the day is kind of a gamble. You never
like to
truly
actually
know.
make enough money to make up for inflation and just the opportunity cost of like you could have taken that money and put it into literally a money market and not touched it and made more money probably. Like you might make 20 grand. If it's like a Lamborghini Countach and you held it from the day you bought it to now, then obviously you're going to make $1 million, maybe $2 million bucks.
Yeah.
But very few cars actually go up
Yeah.
that much.
At the
Like,
end of the
even,
day, it's got to be a passion.
even like a 69 Camaro, like how much something like that cost? Maybe 200 grand if it was mint.
Honestly, you probably get just as much money out of a resto mod.
Yeah.
One now.
Like it's not a great financial move if you're trying to do it for gain.
9.4
I think it would be
liter.
sick if you like tucked your Evo away for the next 15 years. You never even looked at it. You just left it
Well, I did that for 2 years. Now I'm driving it.
like a long time. So long you forget you have it.
That's
Kind of
hard
did
to
do
do.
that.
Then it'll be worth what? 40 versus
Yeah, exactly.
35.
I'd say
Again, not
50.
for the investment, for the cool factor.
Yeah, it is cool. I'm gonna keep it forever.
At like this stage, it is pretty
Yeah.
cool. Like that's why I bought my TC back. That thing, I promise you, ain't gonna be worth nothing. But it is kind of cool, like to have
it
a
is
car
cool.
that was so legendary to me.
Yeah.
Back. My dad has a Trans Am, and it's pretty cool, but it was his high school car. He found it, bought it back, or maybe he never even sold it. And I remember when I was younger and he showed it to me, I was like, this was like your legendary high school car that like I've heard about for years and years and years, because he finally pulled it out of different storage. I was like, huh. I feel like that's what my kids are going to do with that car. They're gonna be like, this is the car that you thought was cool.
That'll probably actually be the car that they steal and go do heaters behind Walmart in.
It'll take it.
They'll take some lunch trays and put them on the rear tires.
Classic.
Lock the e-brake and just drag it around because it's front wheel drive TC.
You don't even need the lunch trays, dude. It's the TC. It'll just do
You're
them.
right. You'll just drag it.
CJ's gonna do that with his Ford Raptor.
There's some
With
above.
lunch trays?
No, save it for his kids.
Not anymore. He
CJ's
banged
gonna
the hell out of it with the trailer.
I'm driving that thing at 250,000 miles. I already
It
said
really sucks that was like a show truck, and now he kind of ruined it.
Ev, it's just fine.
Is it though?
Yeah.
I saw your front bumper's getting a little rusty too.
That happened because I hit
no.
a snowbank once.
Your truck is starting to look more and more like mine.
Dude, it does. It happens. Like I was driving Benz the other day, and
Don't talk about the tick.
no, I actually wasn't going to talk
It's a
about the
cam
tick.
phaser knock, by the way. I looked it up.
Oh, is it?
And keep in mind, could be any truck or any vehicle ever, but Jake's Raptor, since that's pretty much all he's driven up until now. The drivetrain and the suspension just clunky, just
That's first gen Raptor thing.
yeah,
That's fine.
yeah. First gen Raptor things. Now it's starting to be second gen Raptor things.
Oh, damn it.
How
Dude,
many
like-
miles are you going to
Yours is
drive
kinda
your Raptor
becoming
for?
a
Like-
Clapter now too.
I don't know how many miles I'm gonna drive it, but like
It's at
I
what?
could see getting another vehicle and just like keeping that one around.
Not worth much, yeah.
Not
God,
worth
I
that much,
love
and
that
it's a
we're
good
hoarders.
pickup.
That's how I feel about
Well,
my
dude,
truck.
if
It's
it
not
would-
worth much.
Not that I'm like, oh, I hate the V6, but I think the V6 with the turbos and there's a little more technology, I think it would be a lot easier to limp that V8 first
Yeah,
gen
I
along
agree.
forever.
I'd agree with that.
Like you just
Yeah.
throw a motor in it
Agreed.
someday.
Well, and you've seen
You just
like
keep running it.
Jake do it. He ran one of his Raptors up to like 255 or something.
Yeah.
So,
I could see keeping that around. It's a really good truck. You guys love to say that I hate it, but it's been a good truck.
dude, I got to tell a really funny story here just because we're on the topic of vehicles. So, I got this buddy, AJ, that I worked with at Zorba's, and great dude. Shout out AJ. He lost his leg to diabetes a ways back. He's really positive and deals with it humorously, and he's always cracking jokes. And he had a WRX right when I met him, and like kind of the time you guys did too. So I was like, oh, dude, that's like my dream car. That's sick. And it was an automatic, and I was like, oh, it's an automatic.
I didn't even know they made a WRX in an automatic.
They did, and like nobody wants them. And I'm like, would you ever get a manual? And he's like, no, you fucking idiot. I have one leg. And I was like, damn. And then he laughs because he's just a good sport about
Could
it.
rig
But
up a hand clutch probably.
yeah, you
give it to
could, but
Big
no,
Red.
he's like, no,
Yeah.
I'm gonna make my life
All right.
easier and
You gotta
Just not.
because he got a new one and it was an automatic. And I was like, yeah, I've never felt so dumb asking him if he's gonna drive a 3-pedal car.
You guys know that Dalton's new Subaru is an automatic? Sorry, I didn't mean to expose you like that.
Shut
but-
up. And then another thing that happened, we were at like the Zorbapalooza like big like thank you party for all the people that worked at Zorba's. But anyway, he's parked in the handicap spot, and the workers outside, like we get out, he's parked very close to the building in the handicap spot. He has a handicap pass. He has one leg, and we like get out, and they're like, hey. Because they suspected we were up to no good. And they're like, hey, can you actually move your car out of the handicap spot? And then as he's crutching away, like they didn't quite notice yet. And then he looks at them and goes, I have one fucking leg. And I've never seen someone with their tail in between their legs so
Jeez
hard.
Louise.
Like asking someone with one leg
To
to
park farther
move.
away.
Yeah, they're like, excuse me, can you park your ricer not in the handicap spot as he's crutching towards them?
Oh my gosh.
I just never forget it.
I saw a TikTok. It's a guy or it's a girl filming. It's of a truck and goes, wow, Dad, nice truck. How much did it cost you? And it pans to the front of the truck, and the guy has one leg and one arm. And he goes, don't even ask. Arm and a leg. Classic.
So Ryan actually recently started drinking Diet Mountain Dew.
That's right. And
Are you feeling okay?
wait, what?
Did you?
No.
Oh.
I don't know. I tried to come up with something.
No, but
I was like, what?
but wait, sorry. I know we already made fun of your Halloween costume,
Fuck.
but when you got all excited that the Razor was fixed because it was out of gas, but do you not remember, man?
It wasn't.
The Razor's always been out of gas. the gas gauge has always been not working, and then you like came in and you're like, I know the razor wasn't working.
Yeah, you went around
and it
yesterday and
doesn't work
told
again.
everyone individually. It just was out of gas. I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude.
that's why I jokingly was just like, oh, it was just out of gas this whole time. That's why it hasn't been
When
running
Ryan
good.
said, when I heard that, I just shook my head and went,
But I did.
idiot.
But then Dalton hopped
Just
in.
wait.
I
Just wait.
did, I did
Okay,
hear
keep
you
going.
driving it, and it was driving good,
it was
so I was
driving good.
excited.
I drove it back and I parked it on the slope of leaving the barn, and it died because it didn't have any gas. I
actually
rolled
didn't have any
to the
gas.
flat spot. It starts up. I drive to the top of the shed, throw 5 gallons in it, drove it all the way over here, full throttle, 9,000 RPMs, ripped, pulled out to the track. Evan saw me, ripped out. It stuttered once on the road coming in, and it was like 35 degrees yesterday.
But what, it
But
doesn't
today it
run
ran
now?
like shit.
Ran horrible.
Probably because we washed it. It's probably
Probably out of
CJ's
gas.
right.
It's gone
It's-
again, yeah.
It's probably out of gas.
Well, I don't know. It didn't fucking work, and I put gas in it, and then it worked.
Well,
No,
Ryan thought he was
So-
a mechanic.
I need to.
He told Big Wrench and Gavin that they could take the rest of the day off.
I just thought it was funny because you were acting like were like it was just out of gas this whole time. Like we were like,
Well, no,
like
it's
we were
obviously
so
had
dumb.
issues, but that's quite possibly why it did not work that day. Is that it was out
for
of gas
you that one day, but like every other time when we like drive the thing, it's a tuning issue or it's a sensor that's
because
loose.
it's wet.
It's
He
one
just
or the other.
washed it.
Context,
And then
our
we keep-
razor has not ran for the last year.
One
Yeah,
in
it
10
needs to get
startups.
retuned. That-
We try and drive this every single time, and everyone's like, "Oh, I put gas in it last time," but it's never like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I
that's true.
filled it up completely."
True. And
Dude, you can drive vehicles that aren't full to the brim
Yeah,
with
but
gas and
unless
not have
it's-
them
Because the
cut
gas
out.
Unless
gauge
it's
doesn't
the
work.
unicorn.
We have no idea how much fuel is actually in there.
Bro.
But it's never run
It's
long
just
enough
the
to burn a
tune.
tank up.
Well, it
Just the
apparently
tune.
did because it was out of gas last time that I.
No,
when I
yeah,
pulled
Someone
out.
must
Are
have
we
siphoned it out
sure?
and put it in something that actually
I don't.
runs.
How about we just actually get it retuned and then we see what happens?
Yeah, that'd be great. They just have to go through it and find the misconnector because it would
Right.
make sense that the connector is loose, and then when you wash it, it now isn't making the
It
connection
doesn't
because
seem
it's
like
all
a
wet.
tune because sometimes it runs great and then it doesn't. Like there's definitely like an
That
electrical
happens
issue.
wire
though
or
with
something.
shit
Not-
tunes.
not a
I,
tune.
I agree. It's one of the two, but either way, it seems like all the problems started happening with it after Mike flashed a new tune on it when we got back. Right there, that's kind of the common denominator. Also, like they do that when they have a bad tune, it pulls timing. That's why it's pulling timing to save the engine from exploding. So the computer's trying to save it so it cuts fuel so that way you don't fucking blow it up because it's knocking so hard. And there's so many different factors that can come into it, whether it's elevation, fucking temperature,
A lack of gas.
lack of gas, if you have bad fuel in it. There's so many different
it's weird
things.
that it doesn't throw a check engine
I
code
know,
or anything
that's actually
like
the
that.
most
Because usually
frustrating
when they
part.
start missing or going to limp mode, it like lights up the dash.
And I'm not saying it is the tune. I think it's the tune or a loose connector, but we just, for some reason, don't do anything about it. We leave it for a month and then we hop in it. And
then we complain again.
and someone thinks like, oh, I put gas in it. It's good now.
well, it's tough because it's
That
like,
was the problem.
It's
Who
one of
did
those
that?
things where it like keeps it like, you know, when you bring your thing to the mechanic and you're like hoping that it makes the noise and then it doesn't make the noise.
it always runs good for big wrench.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
I know.
Doesn't
like-
make any sense. Ben, you pull up, runs like shit, turn it off, big wrench gets in, runs great. You hop back in it.
Yeah, Big Wrench already thinks that we're so stupid,
Yeah.
right? And so then I'm like, dude, no, there's seriously something wrong with this. And he's like, no, there's not. We'll go drive it. Runs great.
No,
Things got demons.
we had it lined up to go to Wisconsin to get.
And then it
fishy
started
food.
running
And then it
good.
started
Good
running
again.
good.
Just
It's
send
like-
it.
It's
Just
just
send
like
it.
Yeah, I said that to Gavin. I was like, we got to get this piece of shit out of here while we don't need it, and then it can go get fixed. So
All right,
when we do
should
need
we
it,
just nose goes? Who has to drive it?
how much we want to bet that it runs after this? We walk out
Dude,
there
probably.
and it runs good.
Probably.
I'll take the bet on the side of it not running. If
I'm
anyone
just
wants to put
I'm
bets.
most surprised that your Raptor doesn't have a tune. So you're telling me it's stock.
My Raptor's bone stock.
What
It's
about the
that good.
antenna? Explain the antenna.
Shorty antenna. Other than that, aftermarket windshield wipers, and we're good.
Dude, it is always fun to make jokes, but I was
How
just
many
doing
PSI
that.
do you run in your tires?
34
Really?
Oh
That's
wow,
low.
very
That's
low,
really low.
very
You
low.
don't do 38.
for traction.
Yeah, traction for sure.
Dude, I just pumped my tires up to 65 for some reason because that's what they said.
For some
Holy
reason?
shit, does it shake? My tires are so cupped.
Hey, how
so
about-
it's like when I overinflated them now, they're just like.
Stop it. Get some help.
Where do we start?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. What kind of help?
I'm gonna go drive the Razor.
All right, let's see if it runs.
Don't let your meatloaf.
Unbelievable. Love
All
you
right.
guys.
Peace.
Subscribe.
Hey,
Stay
Ryan,
tuned.
make sure you grab some gas.
Yeah, stay tuned for Who Won the Stark.